Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway.
We got this.
On the ready.
56, Mike, 56.
We ain't giving up nothing. Hey, stand up.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Let's go.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon.
Check safety. Check safety. Check 43.
Deep grip.
Here's Justin Jackson, second-year man out of Northwestern. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Kill. Turn it up. Tight guard. Jim.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Down. 10 Lobo. Hey, Charlie. Go.
Mike's 50.
To throw on third down. Herbert, he's going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 30. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Running on first down, Eckler. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And this is complete. It's Allen. That one goes for 24 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Let's go, D. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check.
Get it.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready. Blue 60.
I'm scared. Tie it left, tie it left. Hey,
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He finds Taylor. Complete. He finds an opening past the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
here we go, D. All day, defense.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs, 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Back to throw, Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Watch out, watch out.
Double right. Hey, wahoo.
They'll run with Taylor. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Hey, Haywood.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
44 the mark, 44 the mark. Check, check. Oh, here we go. Oh, check, check, and lock it.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Hey, Delta. 56, Mike, 56. Let's go, Topper, Topper. Ready?
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Hey, exit. 56. Monk's 56. Watch the flag.
Second and 1. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Go. 30 base. 56. Let's go, D. Switch on, grab it. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Eckler. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
There. Watch the shot. Wide. Get wide. Hey, drop it.
Now Kelly on the toss. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
52.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Switch. Switch. He's crossing. He's checking cracks.
They run on first down with Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here is Eckler. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Leo! Give me something. Here we go.
Watch the safety creep.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8.
Go! Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You got nothing to work.
Off the play fake. Herbert. He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Big gas. 80 weapons.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, orbit. 32. What happened?
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Set. Yellow 80. Yellow 80. Monday.
Stafford on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Stafford. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, it's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Hey, team 6. 50 minus 50. It's our field.
Throwing again. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Alert!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sherman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Put them on the buses.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Stafford, he gets this into the hands of Taylor, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Set! Kill it, 20! 70! That's going to be a long day.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
Get ready. Jumper. Easy alert. 36.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You go tight. Zero. You got tight. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And the kick by Butker is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
56. Must 56. I'm coming. 61. Matchbox lights. Ready?
This is Kelly. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Caught by Allen. 23 yards the pickup there.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Check. Crouch. Big grip.
On first down, Kelly. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
6-6, pull it high. Under crunch.
Let's go.
5.
Again, it's Kelly.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the left hash, this from 39. Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That's a gain of 7.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Stafford. He's got his man. That's Hardman. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Stafford now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. The 34-yard line.
Hey, box drop. Step.
Off play action. Herbert going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
Here we go.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
They run with it. It's Kelly. About 3 yards there to the 27. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
15. Target. Check 99.
50's the mic. Hey, Charlie.
No, check.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And this one complete to Reed. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First and goal, Kelly. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Look, squeeze.
Kill. Check the hot read. Check 50.
Ready.
On the jet sweep, here's Grant. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
53, Mike.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a fourth and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at a fourth and goal here as they search for a late score.
Watch the edge. Under 10.
Lead grip.
On fourth down, Herbert. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
At the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Blue 60. Right there, 56. Watch the pass. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here comes Grant on the return.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back to throw. And Reed with it over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Get out the field, defense. Mike 50. Mike 50. Go. Ricky. Mike 50.
Back to throw. And he fires one incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Go.
They'll look to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit. Mike 50. Look at me. Zipper. Big stop. Let's go. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Yeah.
He's back to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
On the set. 53. Check 53. Hey, dude. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Exit. Hey, high 7. 53 is mine. Check 53 is mine. I got it.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Chiefs, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for our visitors, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.